For hazy, muggy conditions with scattered thunderstorms and showers late in the afternoon and evening. The high both days, 87 to 90. Again tonight, thunderstorm watch till 9. Otherwise, hazy and humid, 70 to 72. 83 and sunny at Cleveland Hopkins Airport downtown at WGCL.
82 big ones.
It's incredible.
I get scared of thunderstorms.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I used to run and hide under my mother's bed.
Oh.
Stay there for 3 or 4 days, watch her get dressed.
You're such a sick human being, you know that?
Can't come over and hide under your bed.
Stop that. Well, I've got to go because Ann Mulligan and I have to boogie down.
Shame on you.
Woo.
Next time I see you, I'll bite your flower right under your lapel.
Don't do that.
By the way, Al will be wearing a white carnation today. Give you a little video preview there. Not
nice
bad.
buds, huh?
Okay. You got the best.
You betcha.
Go get him and kick him in the butt.
Bye.
Whiz, Al. I think we get the general idea. This is WGCL, the station that got to boogie down. We don't have to practice no more. We are on the right track thanks to you. It's 5:30 right now. And sweeping through the bottom of the hour, Double D has the bars. Get on down with a Little River Band, man. It's brand new by them. Called You Driving Me Out of My Mind. WGCL, they got a brand new sound, kind of, huh? Now that they got a new lead singer and all this stuff. 2 hits in a row for them, not too bad. They owe you money, call them in Australia. 538. I'm Dancing Danny right. Hey, let's open up the lines. 578-0G98, 1-800-362-9898. Toll free in the state of Ohio. We're going to give you a brand new Bryan Adams album. Plus, I'm going to throw in a little surprise I'll tell you about when we talk over the air, okay? But not right now. I'll keep you in suspenders. Meanwhile, to keep you in entertainment while you're waiting, and now, from around the world, News No One Knows. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Oh, I'll take a little more. Thank you. Welcome to the only news show in the whole world with a live audience. Our top story this hour, the Reagan administration, as a warning to Cuba and Nicaragua, have ordered military maneuvers in the Caribbean, hoping to impress those nations with those maneuvers. But somewhere along the line, the orders were confused, and American planes and ships shot and dropped tons of manure into the ocean near Cuba, which, believe it or not, by the way, did impress them. Oh, we get bombed by manure bombs. Ooh. A New Jersey man is attempting to swim across Lake Erie this afternoon at this very moment. I believe he's out there. Something that's never been done before. He said he hopes to actually discover some water during his trip out there. There is a move among Washington politicians to expel the 2 representatives who had admitted having sexual relations with 2 17-year-old pages a couple years ago. I'm sure you've heard about that big flap, right? Another group of congressmen are pressuring the 2 that are accused for some home phone numbers of those people. Hey now. And there was an incident at Cedar Point yesterday. We should probably report several dozen people were treated for whiplash and nausea after 2 confused Cubans hijacked a roller coaster and demanded to be taken to Sandusky. All right. That's the news no one knows for Tuesday. More news coming up tomorrow here at GCL. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, fat is very unfair. It constantly hits women.
On 30th and Pearl, Wednesday night ladies night with Tom Jeffries. Join Uncle Vic at the Rascal House downtown Tuesday night. Party with the Cheetah this week from 98 WGCS.
This is WGCL. We have it any way you want it. That's the way you have it or you need it. It's 5:49 right now, and I'm Danny Wright, and we got another music jam coming up in just a little bit. A random caller and some really neat stuff, too, so you just stay right where you're at.
You're the Pepsi generation.
An update for tonight.
Hi, is this WGCL?
No. Is this?
No, I'm calling to get a request on. Could you play, do you have the new one by Jackson Browne?
No.
Do you have the new one by ZZ Top?
No.
Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
I'm a very insecure person.
You are.
Uh-huh.
I can make you feel real secure.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan on doing this now?
We'll talk about it later, okay?
We will?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
I think I'm going to faint.
You are?
I'm excited.
You
Who
are?
is this?
This is Chris.
Chris who?
Martin.
Chris Martin. What are you doing today, Chris?
Well, I just got off work.
You got off work?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work for a piping company.
Whoa, what fun that is. Wow.
That's what it is.
Well, you want to be a random caller?
I sure do.
Say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, girl. Now you've got the brand new Bryan Adams album on A&M Records, okay?
All right, I like Bryan Adams.
Plus, we're going to give you 2 special WGCL Loge tickets to see Bette Midler at the Coliseum Wednesday, July 20th. Can you make it?
Yeah.
All right, that's what you got.
Super.
Are you happy?
And, oh, God, I can't believe it.
Bette Midler will be there, both of them.
Both of them, huh?
Yahoo! Hang on a minute and I'll tell you how to get the tickets.
Okay.
Well, Joe Bohannon is up next, just barely. Joe got, he's in trouble. He was before this judge today, getting in trouble, and the judge said, young man, you realize you've been up before me at least once a week for the last year? And Joe says, well, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I can't help it if they don't promote you. Joe's lucky to be here tonight, really, believe me. There is something going on here, and it's definitely your favorite tunes all night long. I will see you again tomorrow afternoon. And just remember to always let your light shine, okay? Good night.
Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, around the world and coast to coast. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November, and this is Ham Radio Live. Please hit that subscribe button. We don't monetize. No way, no how. No crummy commercials. You don't have to skip through and wait an eternity to fight your way around. Not here. All we ask you to do is please subscribe. It helps other people find the channel here on YouTube that might have an interest in ham radio. And tonight is just that show that helps people get interested. Welcome to the show, everybody, from Oregon. Nice to see you. My name's Larry. My call sign is K7HN. And tonight, it's CQ Calling, powered by MFJ. Wanted to do a regular show, but everything just went and kind of got cattywampus. That is a word, by the way.
Let's roll.
It really is. It's a word. I'm sure it is. Cattywampus. You know, where everything just kind of happens at one time. You kind of hit the mic pop filter and everything says, stop, forget it, never mind. Let's get to the rig because it's frigid out there, man. People are going crazy on frequency tonight. So I want to be able to hold what we have and try and make sure we can get some calls out. 7181, 7181 on 40 meters. Here we go. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters, live from the Pacific Northwest of Oregon and streaming on YouTube. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. We're calling live on YouTube. We'd love to get a call in there with you. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ to you and listening. CQ Calling is powered by MFJ. MFJ is everything from A to Z and Z to A for everything you need for your antenna, your analyzers, your amplifiers, your RF chokes. You know that they even make, you ready for this? They even make CW trainers. No joke. Find them at mfjenterprises.com. We'll talk about them a little bit in tonight's show, about some cool stuff coming our way. Let's get another CQ call, see if we can get some action here tonight. CQ on 40, CQ 40. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ. We're live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, streaming live. We'd love to make a call with you. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and listening. So we start out, there's no DNR, there's no notch, no contour, and we're early. And we're early for 40 meters.
No!
Yeah, well, it's kind of that in between. You know, we can go 20 But 40 is just kind of almost there, and it's hard to get a spot once you get closer to gray line. We had to snap what we could. Let's see what happens. CQ calling, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and listening. I'm going to pull in a little bit of our RF level just to kind of bring it up because it's going to show us more of a waterfall. See? There we go. See the signals? We're literally crammed between three. Literally. Well, two technically, but we're sandwiched right now, according to the Utah Web SDR. We barely fit. If you take a look at the Utah side, we're barely there. Oh my gosh. In fact, let me see something real quick. Hold on. This guy's real close. Hold on. Let me unlock. Hold on. $778. 781. We're good. By 3. Barely made it. Good. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ 40 meters, live from the Pacific Northwest of Oregon and streaming on YouTube. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and standing by. See how we're sandwiched in? We're barely in a spot. This is why we couldn't let go. This is why we're where we are, because generals can take part, and somehow, if Europe hears us as it gets darker towards gray line, we've got a shot. That's the whole reason we did what we did. That's why. We'll quickly say some hellos to some folks. Sean Hartley, east of the Cascades in Oregon. Welcome, show. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. My brother Bob downstairs. Bless his heart. Thank you, Bob. And Rod is here. Whiskey 3, Mike Papa Golf, all the way from Mike Papa Golf Land in Pennsylvania. Welcome to you, Rod. Thanks for being here tonight. Thank you so much. My friend Rod is here. Ron, good to see you. Victor Alpha. I'll get it. Let me just untie the tongue. Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie. Ron, welcome. Steve is here from Liverpool. He doesn't have a copy on me right now, but that's not surprising because it's still light here. Scott from Colorado is here. Welcome to the show, Scott. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Here we go. CQ on 40 meters, live from Oregon. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, K7H Nancy, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. We're transmitting live on YouTube's Ham Radio Live, and we'd love to make a call with you because that's what we do. We're trying to teach ham radio and show just how much fun our hobby is. We'd love to make a call with you. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, standing by. My goodness gracious, we got ourselves Sheepdog. Sheepdog is in the house. Welcome, show. My goodness, first time. Adesh is back. Adesh in Trinidad. Welcome to the show. It's great to see you, my friend. Wow, full house. We got Europe, North America, and the Caribbean. How could it be any better than that? By the way, have you noticed we don't monetize our channel here? Have you noticed that?
A crummy commercial?
Not one. You don't get one commercial on this channel. Not one. Because we don't monetize. All we do is ask you to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, it helps other people find the show here on YouTube, and they can maybe learn about this wonderful world we call ham radio. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, 40 meters, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and standing by. go. Check it out. We got a third continent in the house. There's my mate, Glenn. Glenn, welcome to the show, buddy. All the way from DK Land. Glenn, I doubt you'll hear me. It's too early. It's too early. But I had to grab a spot on 40 while I had a shot. CQ40, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere, live on ham radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and listening. See, this is a time we could go to 20. We could. We'd lose 40. We'd have a short show. Let's do it. Let's just go up. Hold on. Let me change this. Let me change antennas too. Hold on. Just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. All right. We're going to change frequencies. We'll be at 14308. 14308. That way generals can take part in as well and see if the frequency is available. Is this frequency available? This Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Wow, that SWR is crazy. Let's back the span out. Let's tune it. Oh, hold on. Wow, hold on. Woo! Wow. We're going to make it a real short show, obviously. Hold on. Okay. Back to 40. Sorry about your ears. Sorry about your ears. We never QS wide. I just want to make a quick check. CQ on 40, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters. We're live on ham radio and live on YouTube, streaming to the world. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and listening. Okay, so just to get you up to date of what's going on here at the shack, while we were gone, I found out that we were actually messing. The reason why we weren't getting a whole bunch of calls, we were actually getting out, but barely. We had some pretty bad, hold on, someone's tuning it up. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ calling, live on ham radio, live on YouTube, streaming to the world from Oregon. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, K7H Nancy, calling CQ on 40 and listening. It's called saving your frequency. Yeah, so what happened was we had some storms while we were gone. I didn't realize that. I talked to my neighbor. And all of a sudden, I'm like, well, I don't get what's going on. The antenna is just not making calls. It doesn't make sense. Oh, Larry, we had some windstorms while we were gone. There was a lot of wind, and obviously it caused some problems. So we've moved. I've actually made a couple of changes. Let me show you real quick to what I've done in the backyard. Real quick. Now it does look like an antenna farm back there. Let me show you real quick. There's 4 of them. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, live on ham radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and listening. So there are 4 antennas there, literally. One of them is a dipole that's not all the way up yet. That's the one on the far right. Then the DX commander's in the middle. That's the one that needs some work. And there's someone tuning up on frequency. And there's the left side. That is the MFJ 2286. That's what we're using tonight on the show. To the left of that, leaning a little bit, is the Chameleon Impasse 2.0 vertical for 20 meters. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, live on ham radio, live on YouTube. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on YouTube, listening on ham radio live and listening live on 40 meters. So what we're doing, just to give you an idea, okay, it's the 3rd antenna. So the 3rd one is what we're using tonight. That's the MFJ 2286. That is the same antenna that I ran in Hawaii. This is the SWR reading from earlier today on it. Now this is on 6 ground radios. Look at that, 1.08 to 1. That's solid, folks. That's solid right there. 1.08. So that's pretty resonant. So that's where we're at right now. We can, if you want to take a look at the rig directly, we are at 7181 on 40. Good for generals, good for extras, good for hopefully some folks as it gets darker. Okay? CQ calling, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters. Streaming live on YouTube, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and listening. So what I believe is going to happen on this show, okay, is it's going to be a slow start, okay? Going to be a slow start. And the reason is it's still quite light here on the West Coast. Because it's quite light and because it's really getting hard to find an opening on 40 meters, anytime close to gray line had to come when I did, okay? That's what's going on. So indulge me a while. We'll keep each other company, and we'll see if we can make some calls. I'd love to make a call with you tonight. If you can hear me, that would be fantastic. Again, this is on 100 watts on the MFJ. Wow, weird. 100 watts on the MFJ 2286, also known as the big stick antenna. Now, it will handle up to a kilowatt. Let me show you what this can do. It's pretty fascinating. This is a pretty inexpensive antenna, to be honest with you. I believe it's under 130 bucks. That's really cheap for a vertical that goes up in about 10 minutes, literally. Cut your own ground radios for it. Make them resonant for the frequency you'd like to work, and literally away you go. Like I said, when I'm looking at an antenna analyzer and it shows me 1.08 to 1, I'm thrilled with an antenna that goes up in only 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Again, the show is powered by MFJ. MFJ has everything from A to Z, from antenna analyzers to amps. They'll help you out. Find them at mfjenterprises.com. They are open Monday through Friday. Find them on the internet, mfjenterprises.com. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 40. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. K7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. We're streaming live on YouTube. We'd love to make a call with you. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and listening. All right, so I'm not running any power. I can run a little bit. Let's try and see if we can maybe bring it down a little bit for the amp. Okay. I'll put the amplifier engaged. We'll only run at 35 watts. All right, there we go. Let's see, catching up with all you guys. Here we go under my call. It's funny. Sorry about that, man. All right, Greg, good evening. Good to have you too, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a month. Can you believe that? No, not the inverted L off the DX Commander. We're not going to use the DX Commander for a little while yet. Not a little while. I think we're going to give some love to some other antenna products. I think we've done some good work for Callum, and I'm grateful for that because he's a good guy. But it's time to work on some different stuff because we like to give folks options. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at. Sean Hartley, that's a yes, definitely. 40 is going now to the Midwest. As we get later, it's going to change, just the way it works. No copy in Michigan yet, not surprised yet on 40 meters. It's going to run kind of about 1,000 to maybe 1,500 miles right now. It's just too light out yet. CQ calling, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, live on YouTube's Ham Radio Live and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and listening. Now we'll see. Whoa. Somebody's close. Say again, please. This is K7HN. See, we just ran power for the first time. So that's a little bit of punch. Let's see if you got a copy now. Ninja in Michigan. Listen now. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube and streaming to the world. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ and listening. Try it again. Listen again. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. Got a different ALC here. Let's see if we can tune it in. Hang on. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40. CQ calling, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ and listening. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ and listening. Just getting a little bit of ALC kickback. Hang on. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and listening. Give me a second here. Hang on. All right, we should be good. CQ calling. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and listening. CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and standing by. All right, we're getting some kickback on the app. So at this point, what we're going to do is pop off of the amp. Okay. What we're going to do, I want to check full 80 real quick. Let me check 80. It'll go shorter. So folks like Scott and folks like Sean should be able to hear me if I bop down to 80 real quick. Hang on. We're not going to lose frequency yet. Hang on. Going to be at, let's go 3787. We're going to listen for a second and make sure we don't have anything that we're knocking over, okay? Hang on. I'm looking also to WebSDR. It does look pretty solid here. So let's tune real quick. And then what we'll have to do is go QSY over on 40. Second, change antennas. Perfect. Hang on. Here we go. Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. All right, Sean, Scott, you're in Colorado, and Sean, that's over in Central Oregon. Let's hear if you can hear me here. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Checking frequency availability. We may just have a short show. We're on 80. Hang on. Let me just move back because I should just clear the frequency on 40. Hang on. Kilo 7 Hotel November, QSY to 80 meters, QSY to 80 meters. This is K7HN clear. All right. All right, so we're on 80, 3787. It'll be short, but we'll see what happens. CQ calling, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ calling, live on YouTube's Ham Radio Live and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 80 meters. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 80 and listening.
Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec.
Again, please.
Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec.
Okay, I've got to come back. I'm trying to pull you in just a little bit noise here. Typical on 75. Come back again twice slowly with your call. I'll have it.
Not a problem. It's Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec.
Hey, welcome back, man. It's great to hear you again. Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Nice 5-7 signal here into Oregon tonight. Welcome to the show. What a change, man. We jumped all over the place to find an open spot that would work. It's nice to hear you. How are you?
I'm doing well, Larry. This is Sean over on the east side of the Cascades. Good signal here tonight, but actually 80 is fairly quiet for me, which is rather surprising. So you're coming in here a solid 5-9 this evening.
QSL, thank you, Sean. Well, I thought if we went on a shorter frequency, we'd at least make one call. I knew I could get you on that. The trouble is checking the antenna switch. Okay, which antenna is which? Okay, that's 80. This one's 40. That one's 20. This one will handle 17. And memorizing it quickly while doing a live show. How have you been over there, Sean? Has all the snow melted yet?
Tomorrow as well, and another beautiful day, and then supposed to cool down a little bit into next week.
Yeah, QSL, man, it's a day everybody's out walking their dogs here and mowing their lawns. We just, finally that that first warm day of spring hits and everybody comes outside. It's wonderful, really is. Well, Sean, I'm going to shoot you 73, and thank you very much for making the show. Thanks again for the signal reports, too. That's always helpful. Just shooting over the top of you on 40 meters, so that's the way it goes. Alpha India 7, Echo Quebec, Kilo 7, Hotel November. God bless you, brother. All the best to you and yours.
Thank you very much, Larry. Really appreciate it. 7-3, thanks for doing the show. And glad I can catch one. AI-72 from the east side of the Cascades, 7-3.
73, Sean. Kilo 7, Hotel November, QRZ. I've got a Kilo 6. There's quite a bit of QR Nancy. Come back. It's going to be a tough one. Hold on to me. Don't give up yet. Kilo 6. I've got the first two. Can you be patient with me and work on the suffix with me, please? This is K7HN. Okay, now I've got the Kilo 6. I've got a Delta in there as well. I am so sorry. It's the best I can do to hear you here. There's lots of QR Nancy. I'll work with you, so don't give up. Kilo 6. Let's fill in the suffix together. I'll be patient. Come back. You know what's happening is that first part of your call, I hear it. You punch through on the K6, and then from there it just drops. So I'm having a hard time catching the rest of your call, and I'm so sorry about that. If you want to come back just with the suffix, I would happily listen. Oh, man. This just breaks my heart. That just breaks my heart. I am so sorry, brother. I just can't quite catch a Kilo 6. If you want to work again, I'll be happy to do it. It's just that we're missing part of the suffix. I've got a K6 and a Delta, and I'm very, very sorry. Doing the best to pull you in here tonight. This is K7HN. Back to you. You see what I'm talking about? Just can't quite catch it. And that makes me so sad. Yeah, that's tough. I'm so sorry, but my friend, no copy here in Oregon. If you want to try again in just a few, I'll be here for a short time tonight. This is K7HN QRZ. I had a feeling we get Sean. No problem there. Sean's about 100 miles east. So I thought we'd do that. I didn't know we'd get to California. That's pretty good on 80 at this time of day, because we are on a nighttime frequency. And to go 500-600 miles is pretty hard to do daytime on 80. So I've got to tell you, I am using power here on 80, and that's probably the reason why. That's what's going on. Because I'm about 500-600 watts, that's why he's hearing me, but I'm maybe having a hard time hearing him if he's not using an amplifier, okay? So we're trying. Jonathan Burkmore, good in 5.7 in San Diego on Voice Speaks. My gosh, on 80, that's amazing. Wow. At this time of day. Seriously, because it's not sundown yet. We are literally 1 hour from sunset. So that's good. 80 meters still runs very, very short daytime. Very short day. All right. Let's see. Let me look here. Midwest, you're about 7 to 8 o'clock. Hang on. Kilo 7 Hotel November. We're going to go QSY. Let me try and move. I think we've lost 7. We've lost by 40 by now. We've probably lost 40. Let me just check on 20. Hold on. Now, a problem is that it comes through the antenna right here. There. Oh, well, hello. See, the Chameleon is interesting. It's a great antenna, 20 meters to 6. 20 to 6, it does quite well. I'm on the Chameleon MPass now. So I've moved over antennas. Let's listen. Okay, we have 225 for the generals. Hold on. Don't like to be on zeros in case I'm stepping on somebody. Let's go to 32 because we're on upper sideband. And let me do this before I transmit. Some things you just don't see on the show. Let me try to explain something while I move stuff around. Some things you don't see on this channel is the stuff that has to be done to do the shows. So let me show you a little bit about what goes into doing the shows here while I quickly try and move things around and make a quick little adjustment here to what I need to see to make sure I'm not going to be hurting anybody, okay? The last thing I want to do is ever step on another signal. It just it's not what I like to do. Now, even though I may not be able to hear them here, they may be able to hear me where they are because I'm in the daytime, they're at night. And, you never want to do that to somebody. So I am looking right now. It looks actually pretty wide open. Let me give you a good idea of what it's like to do the show. This would be interesting for you, I think, to see. What I do when I produce the show, there's a lot of different components to it. For example, all right, I talk to you here, okay? You also get to see the rig, right? So the rig comes on the screen. I've also got tons of little things that come in just exactly like this. No! And I also try and bring the rig in with me in the picture. But there's also something else, what I'm looking at, that you don't always see. What I'm looking at, besides all of you, is this. I'm looking at one side here. I'm taking a look at the geochron because I'm trying to see what's going on with gray line. So there's gray line there in the US, okay? I'm also monitoring the band, okay? I'm monitoring whatever frequency band I'm in so I don't step on somebody. That is from Utah, so it's right, it's a third of the way through the country, but it at least gives me a good idea of where I'm at so I don't try and step on someone's signal. I never want to cause QRM. That's my main focus. I don't want to tune on somebody and sometimes I've made that mistake here, and for that, I always apologize. However, I also don't want to do any intentional transmitting when someone else is there. So right now, I'm looking at 14232. Since it's past gray line, but possible in Minnesota, Thor, 14232 looks pretty solid to me. Let me check frequency. Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Okay, let me just quickly tune. I'm going to tune just to make sure. Now, when you tune for new hams, tune with the amplifier off, okay? Okay, so tune with the amp off. That way you make sure you don't cause any damage to your amp, any potential damage. Hang on. Is this frequency available? This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. All right, so we're good. Bump up the power a little bit. We'll lock the VFO. And let's put some smoke out there. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. And so much of the show is done on the fly. For example, if there is a change in frequency that we have to make, right? If I have to make a change in frequency, I've got to look first, see if the frequency is open where I'm at, plus see where it's at, maybe on a distant SDR. I don't use them to make copy on, but I do use them to make sure I'm not stepping on someone else. Let's try it again. Is this frequency available? This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Okay, hang on. Checking frequency availability, Kilo 7 Hotel November. See, that's what we're doing, cattywampus right there. Hang on. See, my tuner is just perfect. This is really weird. My tuner is absolutely perfect, but once I hit the amp, it just goes up. Weird. Checking frequency availability, Kilo 7, Hotel November. All right, so we'll just run barefoot here. Hang on. We're good at 100 watts. Let's try 100 watts on 20 meters. It's just past gray line. However, gray line can work good even in the Midwest right now. Let's check frequency. Thor, turn your rig on. Let's see if we can make a call. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7, Hotel November. Listening. And then tune real quick. We're just going to tune real quick. And I'm on lower side. How the heck did that happen? Smart radio. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. There, I see it. Okay. Looking for my signal to come out. Wasn't there. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. On a marginal wire. You can make some fantastic antennas, Sheepdog. You really can. It depends on what kind you want to make. You can make great wire antennas. We're going to do that here on the channel. We've got the ARL antenna book. We're going to go through that to make some great antennas. We'll see how it goes. Hang on. Rob, I'm not sure on that. Is the band dead? No, it doesn't seem to be. There seems to be a little activity here on 20, but it's up. Most of the DX guys. Yeah, most of the DX guys with directionals. And somehow, here we go, hold on. And there we go. Okay, hold on. CQ on 20, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ20. Streaming live on Ham Radio Live on YouTube. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Calling CQ on 20 meters and listening. Ooh, somebody's there. Thor, you and me both, man. Yeah, you and me both. Ash, no kidding. Yep, that's it. All right, let's hold on. Let me move now. And so I'm gonna let you watch what I'm doing, just so you get an idea, because it's nice for you guys to see exactly what I do when I do the show. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, because we're just not getting anything out on 20. It's just that time of day. We're going to be moving CQ calling to Saturday afternoons because it's easier to do a Saturday afternoon show and keep it on 20 meters now than it is to try and do 40 at the time it was, because it just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I will go over to the WebSDR page. I'm going to change it over. I'm going to move back and take a look at 40. I'm going to see if there's any openings whatsoever on 40 meters. Now, this, granted, is in Utah. However, gives you a good idea. I don't want to be stepping on anybody. That's the main thing. And the hard part always is finding a slot. The slot is always going to be between 7.178 and 7.2. That's where it has to be. So right now I'm seeing a little bit of rubber still left on the road at 7.181. But let's listen. And change antennas. All right, so we're on the 40 meter antenna, and this really is set right for 40. It's perfect at 40. Let me listen to this, make sure we're 3 down, or 3 up, I mean. Perfect, 3 up. Perfect. All right, let's just check frequency availability, make sure. Is this frequency available? This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. So far, so good. And we'll check with your comments here a little bit. Wire antenna is all I use. Some are monster. Oh gosh, yeah. Especially if you're building a 160 or an 80, it's a long run. Scott, see you later. Have a wonderful Friday night. Thanks for coming, buddy. That's my New Year's pal, Scott. Always appreciate that. Yeah, it is gone in the east, no question. And Rob, if you want to look at 20 meters in the band scope, hang on a second. I can, either that or if you got a computer, just take a look at the Utah SDR. It's pretty easy, but we do have a slot here. Let me just make sure we keep it, okay? Checking frequency availability, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November. All right, so here is your slot. Without making you sick, so I want to carry the camera with me to make you sick at the same time, because that's not good, right? We don't want that to happen. Hang on, let me move over. Give you a little shot of what it looks like right now on 20. There you go. Whoops, there's the wall. And there it is. See, pretty dead. There's always DX in little places, but that's about all there is. There you go, 20 meters for you, Rob. Yep, that's it. So, gives you an idea. So when I saw that, of course, I'm thinking, oh, cool, we can make it work. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ calling, live on YouTube's Ham Radio Live. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel Nancy, calling CQ on 40 and listening. All right, let's see here. We'll get the amp engaged, see if we can hold on. Hang on. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ calling, live on Ham Radio Live and streaming to the world on YouTube. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel Nancy, calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters from the Pacific Northwest of Oregon. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and listening. People ask a lot. They'll ask that question about CQ calls, CQ shows, and to give you an idea, here's a contrast comparison. Here's a great contrast comparison for Robbie in Ireland. Robbie, here is right now what 40 meters looks like here on the West Coast, because everybody's looking for gray line, see? Look at that. There's 40. And there's the area there that I need to work. Look at that. That's the area that I have to stay in, 7.175 to 7.2. It's a tough one to do there. You see what I'm saying? CQ calling. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ calling, live from Oregon and streaming on YouTube. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, K7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and listening. See that little trail? That was us. Oh, success. Foxtrot Bravo, please come back. This is K7HN. Is this Jonathan? Over? Jonathan, hey man, welcome back to the show. Man, it's great to hear from you. Man, thanks for all the signal reports you give. You're awesome, Jonathan. How are you down there today? Was it a hot day? Just try and bring me a little better. Jonathan, would you come back? This is K7HN. I lost it. Oh, man. Jonathan, if you want to try and make the call back in just a little bit, That would be just fine. Love to have you on. This is K7HN QRZ. Jonathan, if you'd like to try the call again, please do. This is Larry, K7HN QRZ. CQ calling, CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters. We're live on Ham Radio Live, streaming to the world. We'd love to make a call with you. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ and listening. You see, that's me not paying attention. My fault there, folks. Sorry about that. I think that's Jonathan coming back. You see the signal? Jonathan, is that you trying to come back? This is K7HN. CQ calling, CQ calling. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. You know, it's just at the point where it's just popping the solid state amp. It's just popping it. Just on some of the peaks. So I'm trying to not quite talk so loud. Does that make sense? Trying not to overdrive the mic so it doesn't do. So another way you can do this for new hams is simply, forgot how to do it on this. Imagine that. Turn down your mic gain. Turn it down. We'll go down to 50. It should take care of the problem. Let's find out. CQ calling, CQ calling. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and listening. Got away with a lot of it that time. A little hot still. So we're going to pull back to 50 on the mic gain. We're going to pull back the compression to 65. Now let's find out how it does. CQ calling, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and listening. It's just popping it. I don't get what's going on. Yep. Hawaii was a bad idea. I think Hawaii was just a very bad idea, you know? Seriously. It's just been one thing after another. Yeah, really. We leave, everything's fine. We come back, and everything is just absolutely crazy here.
What we're dealing with here.
Exactly. You get the point. Yeah, let's catch up with your comments and see how you're doing. Donald, good to see you. It's all he uses, wire antennas. Good stuff. Nothing wrong with that. 20 meters gone there in two land. Thor, it's not a contest weekend, so no, there's no propagation. That's awesome. That's like one of the best comments of the show. That's awesome. Jonathan, maximum usable frequency in Boulder is 12.19 right now. It's dropping quick. Robbie, no, 40's not dead. So it's okay. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. No! Yep, indeed. Jonathan, it's just the way it goes. You're fine. No worries there, buddy. Yeah, I'm at 7181, and there is a lot of QSB, but the problem, honestly, is it's just a little bit dead to hear. That's the whole point. Little dead to hear. Rob, we're on the MFJ 2286 right now, and we are a good SWR. Truly are. And I've worked thousands of miles with this antenna. It's been a great antenna for me. Yeah, one of those things. Old Soul is doing something to propagation. Must be. You know, it could be, Dawn. I like it. I like your thinking. You know, whenever there's something you could do, blame it on that. Rory, yes. That's my friend Rory. November 7, Charlie Romeo. Romeo. Rory, good to see you, man. Gosh, what a treat. For those that don't know, okay, let me tell you. Rory's the guy who bought my FTDX 101MP. It's not mine anymore. It's his. Anyway, Rory, welcome to the show all the way from Alabama. Man, what a joy it is to see you. Great for your. I miss that radio. I really do. Yep, lower side bend. We're there, Dave. Yep, we're there. But we're just having a hard time, and it's because of timing. This is a good example of, timing on the show. And I thought about this a lot because throughout the winter, we did CQ calling, at 0100 UTC, which on the West Coast is 5 p.m. Now, at 5 p.m. in November, December, January, it's dark, right? Or it's nearly dark. Now, 5 p.m. here, it's very light. In fact, sunset's not till after 6. So with that said, you don't have as much chance to really work unless you're going to work real short, like on 80, or you try and work 40 and try and work the West Coast. You got to wait a little longer to do that. So what we're going to do tomorrow, we'll come back on 20. We'll just work 20 meters. We'll have a ball. We should be able to work coast to coast. So look for me then. Tomorrow's show will be, make it at 20 UTC. So 20 UTC here on the channel. We'll get together. We'll redo it. We'll have some fun. In the meantime, it's great to talk to you, Jonathan, as well as you, Sean. Every time you make a call, it's always good. And I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Everything worked great when we left, but I've been so busy doing projects around this house because after all, I am Mr. Mom around here. And so I just seem to be always busy. So finally figured out, wait, there's something wrong here. The antenna just isn't working right. Take a look at it, talk to the neighbor, and there's something wrong. So we'll get it fixed. It's one of those things. It happens. As we all know, if we've been in ham radio for less than a year, we know it just, sometimes antennas just need servicing. It's life. That's the way it goes. So we'll work on that, and we'll come back tomorrow on a 20-meter show. And from then, can I call you on CW? Hey, look, wait a minute. Don't be that way. No! Okay, hold on. Now, I want to tell you something. I have learned, okay, I'm up to 12 letters now on CW, and I couldn't learn a doggone thing when I was a kid, so I'm happy for that. By the way, so the show's not a total bust. Yeah, so it's not a total bust. Let me show you, for those of you who'd like to learn CW in the palm of your hand, because everybody's got a phone today, right? There's a neat app. I got this. I've been working on it, and it works. It's worked for me. It's called Morse Mania. This is it right here, Morse Mania. It's free. Now, those are the letters that I'm at right now, okay? And it's neat because the way it teaches you the letters kind of the way they would be forward and backward, if that makes any sense. For Morse code people, it makes perfect sense. For people who aren't CW folks, it makes zero sense. Okay, so for example, let's say, you're doing the letter N, which is dash dot, okay? N is dash dot. A is dot dash. It'll give you those two at the same time, so you'll learn the difference between the two, okay? Now, we're getting some stuff from MFJ that's going to help me with Morse code, but I want to help you with Morse code too, so we're going to learn it together. So be prepared for that. The package should come next week from them, and I'm looking forward to sharing all that with you as we work together to try and be more code proficient, okay? Morse code is something I have always wanted to learn, and it kept me out of ham radio for over 40 years. That's the honest truth. And believe me, to pick up any kind of Morse code tutor right now is bad memories for me because it literally held me away from doing this for a long time. But I am willing to learn still, and I am trying. So we're up 12 letters now, just 14 to go, and a whole bunch of numbers and punctuation marks. But we're getting there. So there you go. Try the reverse big. Rob, that sounds good. But when you're doing a live show, think about it. Hard to do that. Yeah, it's okay. It's one of those things. Yeah. So it's just the way it works. You do the best you can with what you work with, and you just, come on, you do it. Let me try and say one more thing before we go. I enjoy this because it brings back radio. For me, it brings back being commercial radio for a lot of years that I had just a ball doing top 40 radio. Okay, it's fun. But my point is, with ham radio, we don't always make calls. It doesn't always work, right? That's the way it is. But when you produce a YouTube show that's not pre-produced, okay, keep in mind, take a look on YouTube. You'll see them easily. Just watch how many times that the frequency changes and the person's talking. Okay. Every time it changes and they're talking, they've just cut it. They've just edited that part in. It's a pre-produced show. Simple. You just have to run a whole bunch of stuff on a pre-production movie program, cut it, edit, splice it, make it, and put it on YouTube. Done. Period. It's over. Perfect. But that's not ham radio. Ham radio is putting your radio on and trying to make calls. And sometimes it doesn't work. Now, I can tell you this. This is some interesting stuff. The MFJ 2286, when I was running 4 ground radios, I can show you this real quick. And this is what a good thing for young hams, for ground radios, and what the differences are adding ground radios, because it does make a tremendous difference, okay? When I had when I had 4 ground radios, let me show you what my reading was. I'm just sending it to the computer so I can put it on the screen. So, but when you're doing a live YouTube show, sometimes things just don't work out. If you think this is easy, do one. Just do like 5 of them and see how easy it is for you to do. You'll find this is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It really isn't, because you got to try and keep people entertained, and that's tough. And you try and keep content as lively and good as you can. That's what I try and do. But the passion here is and always will be to teach people. And I will never tolerate people who come in acting like, you know what I'm talking about. The hams that know everything, and they let you know they know everything because they were never good at anything but that. So this is what they're good at, and they're going to show you what they know. Because that is going to push people away from this hobby quicker than anything in the world. I can tell you that for sure, okay? We all on this channel need to behave in good ways and try and help each other, because there are lots of people who watch this channel who are learning and who are licensing up. And we need to be goodwill ambassadors to them to help them with their journey, okay? So good words, good comments, encouragement, what you've learned, all that stuff, it's very important because it'll help make them ham operators. Remember, you used to learn too, right? Okay, first on 4 ground radios. That was it, 2.8 with 4 ground radios on the 2286. Once I put just 2 more ground radios on it, right? Just 2, and this is for the 2286 on 40 meters. Now, look at this, 1.08. That's what ground radios can add if you just add more radios to an antenna. The 2286 is a phenomenal antenna. It can go up in 10 minutes if you've got the ground radios already cut. Simple to put them together, let them roll out, be careful how you pack them together, and you're up and running in no time. Just take good care of the antenna, especially the whip, okay? I'm going to close the show. Back tomorrow at 20 UTC. Let's look at your final comments, because that's what we try to do here. William bought the Morse Toad app to learn Morse code for my iPhone. That's wonderful. Good for you, Will. That's a good thing. Good for you. Yep. Don, one of my best kept secrets of QR ping. This is good. Look at for new hams. Don Bush, who's an experienced ham, love this. This is a great comment. This is one of those comments you want to cherish. One of his best kept secrets of QRP, which is low power for DX. Many former USSR countries love to do X mode. I send CW to them calling on SSB. They love X mode. And thank you for the compliment, Don. It's an honor. Thank you so much. I mean that very much. Thank you. Yeah. MMX, good to see you. Would you like to get a Tar? I would love to get a Tar Heel. I would. I really would. In fact, I've reached out to Tar Heel. I have. I've reached out. I've said, hey, look, I'd love to review your antenna. I would love to be able to show and see what it can do. However, they have never returned my calls into that, because here's how I look at it. There are a lot of people who watch this channel, especially new hams, who are looking for products like antennas. And there are lots of experienced hams who would like information about antennas. I'm going to tell you if an antenna sucks. I'm going to tell you if a radio isn't good. I'm going to tell you if I don't like a tuner and if I don't like a whatever. Because I'm not sponsored by anybody and I don't run ads. I can just say what I want to say. Got it? So I've reached out to Tar Heel, nothing yet. If they want to send me an antenna, I'd be thrilled to review it and thrilled to tell you what I see. I think it sounds fantastic. Based on what I've heard, seems to be very solid, easy to use, and seems to have great results. Yeah, good stuff. Love it. Love it, MMX. Good stuff. Thor, thank you. We're going to leave you with a good sign-off. This is from Washington, D.C. See you tomorrow at 20 UTC. Until then, be good people. God bless you. Thanks for watching for 1 hour and 19 minutes and seeing two QSOs. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.
All rights in the exhibiting and reproducing of the programs broadcast by station WJLA-TV, Washington, D.C. are reserved. Programs may not be used or shown where, directly or indirectly, the exhibition is for the purpose of profit. There is a charge for admission, cover charge for entertainment, fee for mechanical operation, or any other charge with respect thereto. WJLA Incorporated is a wholly owned subsidiary of All Britain Communications Company and operates on Channel 7 by authority of the Federal Communications Commission, with studios located at 4461 Connecticut Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C.